Everyone, it's Nicole here and welcome back to Bochiknot Macrame. In this pattern tutorial, we will be going over a tassel wall hanging. So if you do find yourself in a situation where you have completed a few beginner-friendly projects and you're looking for a project the next level up, then this project may be right for you, since it does incorporate some intermediate knotting patterns within this design. Although this pattern is mostly made using the 3 basic knots macrame, the Lark Head knot, the square knot, and of course the double half hitch knot, we do start incorporating some trickier knotting patterns such as the daisy and the diamond pattern. Whenever you have to make curved double half hitch knots, that may be a little bit harder to get used to. We start off this pattern with a base layer in the middle section with square knots and some double half hitch knot daisies, and then we add a layer with a double half hitch knot diamond pattern, and then to add the little tassels on that layer part, we do use the Rya Weave knot to weave the ends of some of the shorter strands through to create that tassel look. Make sure you guys watch all the way through to see how that is done. I hope you guys will be able to have fun with this one while learning some new knotting techniques. And with that, let's get started. To begin, you will need some materials and supplies. I've used 4mm cotton cord for this pattern, along with a 12-inch dowel. And here are the suggested cord lengths for the piece. You will need some 4mm cotton cord for the project. Here we have 2 slightly different shades of single strand neutral tones. On the right here is the natural color, which is the color that I will be using for this tutorial. And then on the left is our milk white color. It's a slightly lighter color, and they are both part of our rainbow cord line. The cord is not only soft, but it is also sturdy, making it great to work with for macrame artists at all skill levels. To start the pattern, hang up the dowel, and then taking a strand of cord at 150 centimeters long, fold it in half, and attach it onto the center of the dowel using a Lark Head knot. Take the loop end to the back of the dowel from the top, and then pull the strings through the loop. Then repeat this 11 more times for a total of 12 Lark Head knots on the dowel. With the cords underneath these 12 Lark Head knots, we're going to start on the middle section of the pattern. With the far left 4 cords, we're going to take the outer left and right cords as working cords for a square knot. Then continue to the right 4 cords at a time for a row of square knots. There should be a total of 6 square knots. We're going to make an upside down triangle square knot pattern. So starting from the left side, underneath the left 2 square knots, we're going to make an alternating square knots, taking 2 cords from each square knot. Then continue to the right for 4 more square knots. With every row of square knots added, we're going to make 1 less square knot until we arrive at the last row with only 1 square knot in the middle. Continue below by adding square knot row patterns until you've reached 1 square knot in the center. Once the upside down triangle square knot pattern has been completed, we're now going to make a V-shaped daisy pattern. To do that, we're going to start off with our first daisy, and with the far left 4 cords, we're going to take the middle 2 cords of that 4 cord section and make a double half hitch knot to the right. So taking the middle left cord as the anchor cord, and then the middle right cord as the working cord. Then on the left side, we're going to add a double half hitch knot with the far left cord as the working cord. We're going to do the same thing on the right side, mirroring the left, and we're going to take the far right cord as a working cord for a double half hitch knot onto the left anchor cord. Using the same anchor cord and working cord, we're going to face the anchor cord over to the left and make a double half hitch knot over to the left so that it curves to the left on the right side. Then on the left side, we're going to curve the anchor cord over to the right, and then taking the working cord, make a double half hitch knot to the right. So the pattern should curve over to the right this time. Then with the middle 2 cords, close off with one more double half hitch knot to the right. We're going to continue the same pattern with the next 4 cords and then the next 4 cords down after that for a total of 3 daisy patterns on the left side. Once the daisy patterns on the left side has been completed, we're going to make 3 daisy patterns on the right side. The daisy patterns here are going to mirror the daisy patterns on the left side. Therefore, with the middle 2 cords of the 4 cord section, we're going to start with a double half hitch knot to the left with the middle 2 cords. Using the middle right cord as an anchor cord, make a double half hitch knot to the right. Then on the left side, we're going to take the far left cord as a working cord for one more double half hitch knot onto the same middle left anchor cord. Now on both sides, we're going to curve the anchor cord over to the opposite side and make a double half hitch knot on both sides. So on the left side, we're going to make a double half hitch knot to the right, and on the right side, we're going to make a double half hitch knot to the left. Now with the middle 2 cords, we're going to finish off with one more double half hitch knot to the left. And now you have made another daisy pattern on the right side. Repeat this pattern 2 more times below, 4 cord sections at a time. Now with the far left cord as the anchor cord, we're going to make a diagonal row of double half hitch knots to the right. We're going to make a total of 9 double half hitch knots. So starting with the next cord to the right as a working cord, make a double half hitch knot onto the far left anchor cord. Then continue this pattern for a total of 9 double half hitch knots in the row. Now using the far right cord as the anchor cord, we're going to make 9 diagonal double half hitch knots to the left. So starting with the far right cord as the anchor cord, take the next cord to it on the left as a working cord for a double half hitch knot. Then continue for a total of 9 knots. Once that's completed, we're going to take the middle 4 cords, which shouldn't be attached onto either side of the diagonal double half hitch knots, and with these middle 4 cords, we're going to make one more daisy pattern in the center. Then in continuation of the diagonal double half hitch knots on the left side, using the same anchor cord, make 2 more double half hitch knots to the right. Then do the same thing on the right side. Then with the middle 2 cords, make 1 more double half hitch knot diagonally to the left. We're going to add another row of diagonal double half hitch knots on both sides, but this time we're going to start from the 5th cord down as the anchor cord, and then we're going to make a row of double half hitch knots to the right on the left side. Make a total of 7 double half hitch knots to the right. Then on the right side, we're going to take the 5th cord down as the anchor cord again and make another row of diagonal double half hitch knots to the left. This time we're going to make a total of 8 double half hitch knots in this diagonal row. Once the pattern is complete, we're now going to take our 230 centimeter long cords folded in half and attach 4 onto the left side of the dowel using Lark Head knots. And now we're going to make a larger version of the daisy pattern we made before. So starting with the middle 2 cords, we're going to make a diagonal double half hitch knot to the left. Then we're going to make 3 more double half hitch knots to the left after that. Now with the middle right cord as the anchor cord, make 3 double half hitch knots diagonally to the right. Now taking the far left anchor cord, we're going to bring it over to the right and make 3 double half hitch knots to the right. Then on the right side, we're going to bring the anchor cord over to the left and make 3 double half hitch knots to the left. Now with the middle 2 cords, we're going to close off this pattern with 1 more diagonal double half hitch knot to the left. You have now completed 1 diamond pattern. We're now going to make 3 more diamond patterns below, but with every diamond pattern we make, we're going to make it so that it curves over to the right. To do that, we're going to start off the diamond pattern like we would on the left side with 3 double half hitch knots to the left. Now on the right side, we're going to make 3 double half hitch knots to the right, but here we're going to pull on the working cords more tightly so that it curves over to the right more. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of space between the diamond patterns on the left side, but here on the right side, I'm going to make it so that there's less space. You're almost making a horizontal row of double half hitch knots here instead of a diagonal row. Then finish the diamond pattern like you would above. And then after that, you can see that the diamond here is curving slightly over to the right. As you can see here, the second diamond pattern curves over to the right. Now make 2 more of these below. Attach 4 more strands of 230 centimeter long cords onto the right side of the dowel. And now we're going to make 4 diamond patterns on the right side, mirroring what we did on the left, so that the 4 diamond patterns curve over to the left. And as you can see on the left panel, the 4 diamond patterns curve over to the right. To do this, you have to make sure that your inner loops are more tight than your outer loops so that it curves over to the direction that you want it to go. Start with the middle 2 cords and make a double half hitch knot to the right, then make 3 more double half hitch knots to the right after that. Then with the middle left cord as an anchor cord, make 3 double half hitch knots to the left. Finish off the diamond pattern with 3 double half hitch knots going the opposite way on both sides, and then 1 more double half hitch knot to the right. Make 3 more of these diamond patterns underneath, curving over to the left. Now we're going to bring the far left and far right panels into the center and we're going to make one more diamond pattern with the middle 8 cords. To do this, start with the top cord on both sides for a double half hitch knot to the left, then continue with 3 more double half hitch knots to the left, and then with the middle right cord as an anchor cord, make 3 double half hitch knots to the right. Now close off this diamond pattern like you would the other diamond patterns. Now flip the front panel to the top, and then with the middle section at the bottom, we're going to trim the fringe in a V-shaped pattern, mimicking the V-shaped pattern we ended up at the top. Taking 11 strands of cord at 70 centimeters long, we're going to fold each of them in half, and we're going to attach them onto the loops at the bottom of each of the front panels on the sides. So we're going to attach 3 strands of cord at 70 centimeters long with Lark's Head knots onto each of the loops, except for the top loop, for which we will only attach 2 strands of cord with Lark's Head knots. As you can see here on the left side, we have a total of 11 cords attached here, and now we're going to repeat the same on the right side. Now at the bottom, we're going to trim the fringe into a V-shaped pattern. Save any scrap cords that you had cut off from the fringe at the bottom, as some of them may be long enough for the tassels up at the top. If you have any of the scraps at 25 centimeters long, we're going to gather 6 of them together, comb them through, and we're going to attach them onto the diamond patterns to make a tassel. To make the tassel, once combed through, take the ends and weave it through the diamond pattern in between the loops on the left side and on the right side, and then pull both ends through from the back to the front at the bottom. Re-comb through the tassel and cut off the excess cord. Repeat the same pattern on all of the diamond patterns. And then with one more strand of 70 centimeter cord on both sides, so you will need 2 strands of these, we're going to attach them onto the left and right sides of the middle diamond using Lark Head knots. And that concludes our macrame tassel wall hanging tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. My favorite part of it is, of course, the little tassels. If you guys have followed me for a long time or have seen a few of my DIY tutorials, you will know that I am all about adding texture in the form of beads, berry knots, tassels, rose knots, and the list goes on. So adding tassels is a way to give your macrame piece a little bit more texture. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.